Hariom children, today we are going to learn our new topic about HCF and LCM. What is meant by highest common factor and least common multiple? So, first when we are going into this topic, we have to understand what are factors and what are multiples. So, first we will go through what are factors and what are multiples. Children, now we will see what are factors and what are multiples. So factors and multiples are different things. Factors are what? We can multiply. We can multiply to get the number. The numbers which we are multiplying to get the number. Such type of numbers are known as factors. And multiples are what? Multiples means what we are getting after multiplying the number by a integer, not by a whole number, not by a fraction number. Integers means 0 onwards. We are not having any full stop for the numbers. So any number you take, that is called a integer. Now if we understand the statement, I have taken one example here. What is that? I have taken two different numbers. I have taken two different numbers, 5 and 4. Now what I am doing with this 5 and 4? I am just multiplying 5 and 4 to get a product. To get a product. The numbers what I have taken as per multiplication, those numbers are known as factors. These 5 and 4 are known as my factors because 5 and 4, these two numbers are going to multiply each other. So such type of numbers are known as factors. These are the factors for which number? When we are multiplying 5 and 4, we are getting one number, no? That is, what is that number? That number is 20. So, this 5 and 4 are the multiples of 20. 20 is a multiple of what? Which number? 20 is a multiple of 5 and 4. So, what are the factors of 20? 5 and 4 are the factors of 20. Factors means the numbers where we are multiplying. Multiples means the number what we are getting after doing the multiplication of two numbers. Children, now we are going to see what are prime numbers. In math, prime numbers are whole numbers. Prime numbers are whole numbers which is greater than 1. That have only two factors, 1 and the number itself. Prime numbers are divisible only by the number 1 or itself. When, as I told you before, what are the factors? When we are multiplying two numbers, that two numbers are known as factors. So here what I am telling in the prime numbers, we will be having only two factors. So such type of numbers are known as prime numbers. Now, means for example, I'll be taking the number 2. Can you tell me in which tables you can identify the number 2? In one table, in two table, or else in any other table you can see? No, we can identify the number 2 only in two tables as a product. As a product, when we are multiplying two numbers, we'll be getting the answer. That is known as product. So like that, in how many tables you can see? You can see only in two tables. What are those two tables? One table and two tables. So 1 and 2 are the factors of 2. 1 and 2 are the factors of the number 2. So such type of numbers are known as prime numbers. Here I have taken some few examples about prime numbers. So what are my first few? 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11 are my first few prime numbers. If you observe the number 2 here, what you can identify, the number 2 I have taken as I explained you now itself. When we are taking 2, you can see that 1 into 2 is equal to 2 and you can see 2 into 1 is equal to 2, right? Any other table you can identify? No. So, here what are my factors of 2? My factors of 2 are 1 and 2. Right? This type of numbers are known as prime numbers. I'll tell you one more example. Number 3. I'm seeing number 3 here. When you are seeing number 3 here, can you see the number 3 in any other tables other than 1 and 3? 1 into 3 is equal to 3. 3 into 1 is equal to 3. Any other thing you can tell me to get your answer as 3 in any other two tables? No, we'll be having 1 into 3 is equal to 3 or 3 into 1 is equal to 3. So what are my factors of 3 here? 1 and 3. I don't have more than 2 factors. So when we are taking a number, if that number is having only 2 factors, such type of numbers are known as prime numbers. Prime numbers means we'll be having only 2 factors. Understood now? Now we will see what are composite numbers. Here we are going to look after our composite numbers. What are composite numbers? In math, composite numbers can be defined as the whole numbers that have more than 2 factors. Whole numbers that are not prime. Whole numbers that are not prime or composite numbers because they are divisible by more than 2 numbers. Till now we have seen that prime numbers means factors will be only 2. Means the number what we have taken, it will be only in 2 tables. That is one table and the other one is the number what we have taken. Number table, right? But here composite numbers means we will be having more than 2 factors. So I have taken some examples here. 4, 6, 8, 9 and 10 are my first few composite numbers. 4, 6, 8, 9 and 10. For example, I have taken my number 4. If you see the number 4 here, we can place the number 4 in different ways. How we can see? 1 into 4 is equal to 4, right? If we are placing our blocks like this straight, 1 into 4 is equal to 4. And if we are placing our boxes in a square type, 2 into 2 is equal to 4. If you write in column wise, 4 into 1 is equal to 4. So in how many tables you are seeing 4? In 3 tables you are seeing your table, your number 4. So what are the factors of 4 here? Factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. How many factors you are having? 3 factors you are having. You are having more than 2 factors. Such type of numbers are known as composite numbers. One more example we'll take. We'll take number 6. My number is 6 now here. I wanted to see how many factors I can find. Before seeing that, we'll just I recollect in how many tables we can see the number 6. In one table you can see 1 6 are 6. In two table 2 3s are 6. In three table 3 2s are 6. In four table you are having 6? No. In five table? No. In six table? Yes. 6 ones are 6. So in how many tables you can find the number 6? You can identify in 4 tables. You can identify the number in 4 tables. What are the tables? 1, 2, 3 and 6. So how many factors are there for the number 6? We are having 4 numbers. So that are called 4 factors of number 6. Now number 6 is having more than 2 factors. Then what we will call this number as? We'll call it as composite number. Now we will see fun facts. Na? One is neither a prime number nor a composite number. We can't calculate one as a prime number nor a composite number because we will be seeing one in all the tables. Now second one is all even numbers except 2. Multiples of 2 are known as even numbers, but we can't consider 2 as a composite number. Why? Because we will be seeing 2 only in 2 tables, that is one table and 2 tables. So 2 we can't take as a composite number. We can take it as only a prime number because it is having only 2 factors. 4 is the smallest composite number. So after 2, what is your composite number starting multiple of 4? It is 2 2s are 4. So what is your smallest composite number? Yes, your smallest composite number is 4. Now we will see about our twin primes. What are twin primes? A twin prime is a prime number that is either 2 less or 2 more than another prime number. For example, here I have taken either member of the twin prime pair. Twin prime pair. Two twin primes if we are taking together. Twin primes means what is twin prime actually? The difference between two prime numbers should be 2. Such type of numbers are known as twin primes, right? So what I have taken here, I have taken a pair of prime numbers. What are my pair of prime numbers here? 41 and 43. So if you are taking 41 and 43, you must have the difference of 2. You must have difference of 2. Such type of numbers are known as prime numbers. So twin prime numbers. So what is my number here? 43 minus 41. When I am doing subtraction of these two numbers, I am going to get the difference of 2. This difference of 2 when we are getting when the numbers are prime numbers only. So such type of numbers are known as twin prime numbers. In the question itself it is that twin prime numbers. Prime numbers means consisting only two factors. So that type of numbers you have to take, and when you are doing difference of that two numbers, if you are getting the difference of 2, then that numbers are known as twin prime numbers. See here, twin primes are primes whose difference is 2. Twin primes are primes whose difference is 2 and only one composite number in between them. For example, here I have taken 29 and 31 are twin prime numbers. Difference is 31 minus 29. What is the difference you are getting? You are getting 2. Now if you observe here 29 and 31. In between them you are having the number 30. And what is this number 30? It is a composite number. In how many tables you can see the number 30? And 30 is a 30, 2 15s are 30, 3 10s are 30. Yes. 6 5s are 30, 5 6 are 30. In how many tables you can see the number 30? That is called composite number because it is having more than two factors. But in twin prime numbers, we have to take two prime numbers and the difference between two prime numbers should be 2. Such type of numbers are known as twin prime numbers. Now we will be seeing what are co-prime numbers. Now we are going to see what are co-prime numbers. Numbers which do not have any common factor between them other than 1 are called co-prime numbers. Numbers which are not having any common factor between them other than 1. The numbers, if you are taking two numbers, their common number should be only digit 1, not any other number. That type of numbers are known as co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers will be having only digit 1 as a common number. So that type of numbers are known as co-prime numbers. For example, I have taken example of co-prime numbers. 6 and 35 I have taken here. Now I have to see in which table I can divide the number 6. In one table I can divide, two table I can divide, three table, six table. 2 3s are 6, 3 2s are 6, 6 1s are 6. So I have written all the tables in which I can divide number 6. In the same way 35. 135 is a 35. 5 7s are 35. 7 5s are 35. 35 1s are 35. So I can divide 35 in these tables. Now when you are comparing this both, when you are comparing both the factors in for these numbers, you can find only one common factor. What is that one common factor here? The digit 1 is common among them. So such type of numbers are known as co-prime numbers. The factors which are having only one as a common factor, such type of numbers are known as co-prime numbers. Numbers when you are taking two numbers and their factors, if you are writing in that factors, if you find the digit 1 as a common factor, then those numbers are known as co-prime numbers. Now we will see prime factors. What are prime factors? Factors are the numbers you multiply together to get another number, right? Factors means when you are multiplying two numbers, you are getting other number. So you need two numbers to get third number. So that two numbers, the numbers which you have taken for multiplying, that numbers are known as factors, right? Now I have to find the factors of 24. Factors of 24 I have to find. For finding the factors of 24, how we are going to do? Normally in which tables you can see 24? One table? Yes or no? 1 into 24 is equal to 24, right? Now, 2 table. 2 12s are 24, right? Now, coming to 3 table. 3 8s are 24. Next, 4 6 are 24. So 6 are 24. And if you go reverse, 6 4s are 24, 8 3s are 24, 12 2s are 24, 24 1s are 24. So what are the factors of 24 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. Here, what are the prime numbers here? Yes, which are having only two factors. That numbers are called prime factors. So, what are my prime factors here? My prime factors are 2 and 3. My prime numbers are 2 and 3. So, 2 and 3 are called prime factors of 24. The prime numbers are known as the prime factors of the taken number. So, what are the prime factors here? 2 and 3, because they are having only two factors. That's why 2 and 3 are called the prime factors of 24. Children, now we are going to see what is prime factorization method. What is prime factorization method? Prime factorization is finding which prime numbers multiply together to make the original number. Means when we are multiplying the prime numbers, we must get the number actually what we have taken for factorization. So how we are going to do this prime factorization, we will see now. In prime factorization, we factorize the numbers into prime numbers called prime factors. We will factor the taken number as a prime numbers to find out the prime factors. There are two methods of prime factorization. We are having two methods for prime factorization. One is division method and the other one is factor tree method. Division method and factor tree method. So, why we are doing this prime factorization? We are doing the prime factorization of the numbers to get the prime numbers as a prime factors, right? Prime factorization means we are finding prime numbers to find out our prime factors. Prime factors means the numbers which are having only two factors. Those numbers are called prime factors. Now we are going to see our prime factorization by division method. Observe the following step. First, we divide the number by the smallest prime number which divides the number exactly. So, what is our smallest prime number? Our smallest prime number is 2. So, we will be starting our division by 2. We divide the quotient again by the smallest or the next smallest prime number if it is not exactly divisible by the smallest prime number. If you are dividing any number, if it is not dividing by the number 2, what we will do? We will do take the next prime number. So what is our next prime number after 2? It is 3. We repeat the process again and again till the quotient becomes 1. Remember, we use only prime numbers to divide. Prime numbers only are needed to divide the number in our prime factorization method. We multiply all the prime factors. Remember, the product is the number itself. When you are doing prime factorization method, you have to multiply all the prime numbers. the division what you have done with 2 or 3 or 5, whatever the prime numbers, when you are multiplying all the prime numbers, you must get the product as your number itself, what you have taken for factorization. Children, now we will be seeing our example. So I am taking my number 12 here. So now I have to find the prime factors of 12. For doing prime factorization of 12, we have to start with our smallest prime number. So what is our smallest prime number? Yes, our smallest prime factor number is 2. We will divide the number 12 with the smallest number of our prime numbers, that is 2. So, when we are dividing 12 by 2, so what will be our answer? Yes, in 2 table we can identify 12 how many times, ma? 6 times. 2 6 are 12. So, when 12 divided by 2, we will be getting the answer as 6. But 6 is a prime number? No, because 6 is not having 2 factors. It is having more factors. That's why what we have to do, we have to start repeating the prime factorization method. Yes, it divided exactly by 2. What is it here? 12. 12 divided exactly by 2. We have taken the first step. Now, but 6 is not a prime number. So, we need to go further. Yes, we have to do further. 6 is not a prime number as I told you. Now, what we have to do? Again, we have to divide this 6 with the 2 table. That is our smallest prime number. When we are dividing 6 with the 2, how many times you can identify 6 in 2 table? Yes, it is 3 times. 6, 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Now, 3 is your prime number or not? 3 is our prime number. So, we are going to stop our prime factorization method. Now, what is our last step here? And 3 is our prime number. So, we have to get the answer. 12 is equal to, what is our first prime factorization number we have taken? It is 2. Now, next, what is our number? It is again 2. And our last prime number is 3. Now, what we have to do? We have to multiply all these 3 numbers. That is 2 into 2 into 3. What you must get? You must get the number again 12. Check out. 2 into 2 is equal to 4. 4 into 3 is equal to 12. So 12. 12 is equal to 12. You got the same number even after doing the prime factorization method. Yes, you can see. Every factor is a prime number. So the answer must be right. All the numbers what you have got are prime numbers. So the product what you are getting, it should be equal to the number what we have taken. We will see one more example now here. We are going to see one more example. Example 2. What is the prime factorization of 147? What is our prime number? Smallest prime number 2. If suppose if you want to divide this 147 with the 2, can you do, ma? We will see. 2 sevens are 14. Remainder is 0. Bring down 7. In 2 table you can identify 7. No. Only 6 we can see. 2 3s are 6. Remainder is 1. So it is not dividing the number 147 exactly by 2. So what we have to do? We have to try with our next prime number. What is our next prime number? Yes, our next prime number is 3. Now we have to see whether 147 is divided by 3 or not. Can we check it? We'll check it. 3 fours are 12. So what is remaining here? 2 is remaining. Carry forward 7. So how many times? 9s are 3 nines are 27. What will be your remainder? 0. So 3 is dividing the number 147 exactly how many times? 49 times. Now, again we have to do the prime factorization for 49 because 49 is a prime number? No, it is not a prime number. So, we have to do it again factorization. Then that worked. Now, we try factorizing 49. The next prime number is 5. So, 3 in 3 we can't remove 49. So, we will be seeing about 5. 5 5 also we can't do. Now we are going to check with the 7. Our next prime number is 7. So with 7 if you are checking out, 49, how many times we can divide in 7 table? Yes, it is nothing but 7 into 7 is equal to 49. So 49 is divided by 7. How many times ma? 7 times. And that is as far as we need to go, because all the factors are prime numbers now. So what is our first prime number? 3, and last 7 into 7. 7 into 7. When we are multiplying all these three numbers, we must get the answer 147. This is how we are going to do our prime factorization method. Here we will see one more method, that is repeated division method. What is repeated division method means? The same what we have done in previous two examples, same thing we are going to do here step by step in division form. So my number is 960. This 960 I have to divide. So first I will check out with the 3 table, because 9 and 6 follow in the 3 table. That's why I have taken 3 table. My 3 is a prime number here. So when I am dividing this 960 with the 3 table, I will be getting my answer as 320. 320 will be my answer. Now, I am taking this 320 with my prime number is 2. When I am dividing this 320 with the 2 table, I will be getting my answer as 160. And this 160 again I am taking my prime number 2 and I am dividing it with the 160. I will be getting it as 80. Again this 80 can be divided by 2, that is 40, because I need a prime number in the last also. That's why we are continuously doing the division. Now 40 again with the prime number 2, it will be followed by 20. Again this 20 will be followed by 2. You will be getting your answer as 10. At last this 2 can be divided by 5 for getting our 10. So 2 into 5 is equal to 10, and by 5 is my prime number. Now we will stop here, because the starting number should be prime factor number, ending also should be prime factor number. When we are multiplying all these numbers, you will be getting the answer 960. That means 3 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 is equal to 960. This is how we are going to do our repeated division method. We will be dividing the number until we are getting our prime number. You may get a doubt, how you got number 360 here? How you got number 360 here? Can anyone tell? Yes, it is nothing but 960. When we are dividing with the table 3 means, how you will do? Take 3 table. 3 3s are 9, right? Carry forward 6. 3 2s are 6. If you want to get down this 0 down, put a 0 up. So what is your number here? 320. You got your number 320. In the same way, each number will be dividing with the number what we are taken this side. Understand, Anna? This is how we are going to do our repeated division method. Children, now we will see about a factor trees. A factor tree shows the prime factors of a composite number. Composite number nana, which are having more than 2 factors, those are known as composite numbers. In a tree-like form, drawing factor trees is a good way of doing prime factorization. It will be very easy for you to do the prime factorization. You can make different factor trees to find the same prime factorization. Look at the two examples below. For here, suppose I have taken the number 26. If you observe here, this 24 I have divided both equally. Equally means I have taken two tables which I can find 24. That is 4 6 are 24. 4, this 4 is multiplied multiplied by 6, you will be getting the answer 24, right? I have divided now. Now, I want prime numbers only as my prime factorization, right? So, now what I have done here, I have taken my 4. I have divided it again with the tables of prime numbers. So, 4 can be divided in the prime number of 2, that is 2 into 2. 2 into 2, if we multiply, what will be getting the answer? It is 4. So, I got my prime numbers regarding 4. Now, I must get prime numbers for the number 6. How I can find out the prime numbers for 6? 6 can be identified in 2 tables, 3 tables. So, I can write 2 into 3 or 3 into 2. 2 and 3 both are prime numbers. So, I can stop my prime factoring here. Now, what are the prime factors for 24 here? You have to multiply here 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Right or wrong? Yes. Multiply 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. You got your question what you have taken? Yes. This is factor tree method. Here first we are separating the number 24 with the two composite numbers. That means I have taken two different numbers. Now the two composite numbers again I have factorized to get my prime numbers. After that I multiplied all the prime numbers to get my number what I have taken. Now the same 24 can be done in different factor tree. So how we are going to do the basic? So always the prime factorization starts with prime number. So what is our smallest prime number? It is 2. So 24 in 2 table how many times? It is 12 times. Right? Now 12 is not a prime number. I have to find out my prime number. So 12 can be in 2 into 6 or 4 into 3 or 3 into 4, right? Here I have taken 4 into 3. 3 is my prime number. Don't touch 3 now. Now what is my composite number here? My composite number is 4. So I have to change my composite number into prime number. How I can change? I have to take my smallest 2 prime numbers. So 4 in the 2 table it is 2 into 2. Yes or no? 4 can be written as 2 into 2. So what is my 2 here? My 2 is here prime number. I got my prime numbers at last. So I will stop my prime factorization method. Now here also if you observe 3 into 2 into 2 into 2, these are the factors of the 24. When you are multiplying all these 4 numbers, you will be getting your answer as 24. This is how we are going to do our factor trees. Now here we are having some other examples of factor trees. I have taken two more examples here, ma. I have taken number 30. So if we start with our smallest prime number, when 30 is divided by 2, how many times we can check out, Nana? 2 ones are 2. Remainder is 1. Carry forward with the 0. 2 fives are 10, right? It is dividing exactly how many times? 3 times. Because we got 0 down, that's why we can able to tell it is exactly divided by 2. So 15. 15 is not a prime number. We want only prime numbers for factors. So this 15 can be written as 3 into 5 or 5 into 3. 3 and 5 are prime factors. So stop there here, prime factorization. Now what you have to do, you have to take 2, 3 and 5. Multiply all these 3 numbers, you will be getting your answer as 30. Understood how to do prime factors? Now we will see here one more example. My example is 32. I have divided into two composite numbers of 32. What is my table here? 4 8s are 32 or 8 4s are 32. In any order you take. Because 32 is coming in 4 table and 8 table. That's why I have taken 4 and 8. 4 multiplied by 8 will be giving my answer 32. But here 4 is not a prime number. 8 is also not a prime number. I need only prime numbers.
So starting with our smallest prime number. What is our smallest prime number? 2. 2 into 2 is nothing but our 4. So I got my prime numbers for 4. But what about 8? I didn't get any prime number for 8. Take the smallest prime number 2 and multiply the number for getting the number 8. 2 fours are 8. If you observe here, 2 is our prime number. 2 is our prime number. We must find a prime numbers for 4. For finding prime numbers for 4, what you have to do? Again multiply with our smallest 2 digit, the 2 small prime number, that is 2 into 2. Now you are ended with your prime numbers here. So total how many prime numbers you got here? 2 into 2, 2 again 2 into 2. Total you got the 5 prime numbers. So when you are multiplying all the 5 prime numbers, you must get your question, that is 32. So 32 will be your final answer, and it is proved that the factorization, tree factorization what you have done is correct. Children, you have clear cut idea about the factor tree method. Now do your examples. How many examples you want? You can make your own examples and practice factor trees. Now we will be seeing highest common factor. What is highest common factor? HCF. HCF of two or more numbers is the greatest number which divides each of them exactly. Highest common factor of two or more numbers is the greatest number which divides each of them exactly. Now, we will learn about the method of finding highest common factor, HCF. For finding highest common factor, we are having some steps. First, what we have to do? We have to find all the factors of each number. Then, you have to find the common factors of the numbers. In that, you have to see the greatest of all the two factors obtained in step 2 is the required highest common factor. For suppose, I'll tell you one example here. I am taking 4 and 6. I have to find the factors of 4 and factors of 6. What are factors of 4? 1, 2 and 4. Right? Now, what are the factors of here, 6 here? 1, 2, 3 and 6. What are my common factors here? 1 and 2 are my common factors. In this, which is the greatest common factor? 2 is the greatest common factor. So what is your answer here? Your HCF is 2. 2 is your HCF. You have to take the highest common number, that will be your highest common factor of a taken numbers. Now we will see properties of HCF. Properties of HCF means the number is not greater than any of the numbers. The number which you are dividing, at the last we will be getting one prime number, and it will be not more than the numbers what we have taken. We will see how we are going to do that. Here I have taken two numbers, that is 161 and 345. So 345 should be divided by the number 161. So when you are dividing like this, you will be getting 161 into 2 is equal to 161 into 2 is equal to, you are getting the answer 322, right Nana? Now this 322 should be subtracted from 345. When you are doing like that, you will be getting your answer 23. Now you have to take this 23 as your divisor, and now the divisor what you have taken first, that is 161. That number you have to take as your dividend. That number you have to take as your dividend. So 23 should be divided by 161. Now 23 into 7, if you multiply, what will be your answer here? 7 3 is a 21, 7 2 is a 14, 14 plus 2, 16, 161. Now 23, when it is dividing by 7, you will be getting 161 and your remainder is 0. So it is dividing exactly. So what will be your prime number here? Your prime number will be 23. If you observe, it is not greater than the taken numbers, right? We can see that the HCF of 161 and 345 is 23, which is not greater than any of the given numbers. So in this, you have taken the two numbers, you have divided the number, you got a remainder. So what you have to divide with the remainder? The first number, what you have taken as your divisor. That number you have to divide and you must get 0 as your remainder. The last divisor will be your HCF. Understood, ma? Now second we are going to see if one number is a factor of the other numbers, their HCF will be the smallest number. If you see, these are the factors of the same table. Yes or no? 8 ones are 8, 8 fours are 32, 8 fives are 40. You can see all the same 8 table. So, by seeing this number, you can directly say 8 is the HCF of the numbers. If you want, you can check out. I have written already the factors of 8, 32 and 40. If you observe here, what are the common numbers? Your common numbers are 1, 2, 4 and 8. So what is your highest common factor? In common factors, which is the number highest, that is your highest common factor. So when you are observing 1, 2, 4 and 8, which is the highest number here? 8 is the highest number. So 8 is the highest common factor of 8, 32 and 40 here. The HCF of the numbers is the product of the common prime factors. Means, for example, here I have taken the numbers 14 and 28. So, this 14 can be written in two tables. What is the two tables? 2 into 7. Right? Again, this 28 again can be taken in which table? 7 fours are 28. Right? Now, how you will be finding your common numbers here? 2 and 7 are the common numbers. Or you can directly tell when you are multiplying the two common numbers, common prime numbers. 2 and 7 are common prime numbers here, right? So when you are multiplying this 2 and 7, you will be getting the answer as 14. So 14 will be your highest common factor of 14 and 28. Since 1 is always a common factor of all numbers, we have to understand that we will not write 1 as a common factor number. Children, now it is your duty, it is your turn to learn all the concepts in this topic and try to solve the given questions. Find the prime factors by the repeated division method until you get prime number as your remainder. You have to do the prime factorization method in division. Find the prime factors using the factor tree method. You separate the factors and then you do factorization till prime number comes. Find the HCF by listing the factors. Find out the common factors. In that common factor, which is the greatest number, that will be your highest common factor. This is how you are going to complete your exercise. If you have any doubts, you can get back to me. Hari Om. Thank you.